Hey, this is Tommy Dreamer. I'm here to give a shout out to Alyx. That's just Alyx, A-L-Y-X. And if you're reviewing wrestling, I gotta just give you a little bit of warning because we got 10 years in, and the next time you review one of my matches, I gotta say, hopefully you give me a good review, because if not, I will find you, I will come through this screen and maybe put you through a barbed wire flaming table. So everyone, give Alyx a lovely shout out. And Alyx, I hope your reviews are hardcore. I hope your reviews are old school. I hope your reviews are extreme.
Login complete. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is my AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts Review 2023. Blood and Guts, the annual tradition, whatever, the annual event that can't be called War Games because War Games is copywritten or owned by WWE. Well, technically WCW and WWE owns it. Regardless, Blood and Guts, great event, big event. TD Garden, Boston, Massachusetts, looked like a sellout. I think when I checked out WrestleTix, it was a straight sellout. About 9,000 in there, but sounded like 20,000. Amazing crowd tonight. A great crowd can really help a show. The only thing about this crowd was that one point during the show when they were chanting, "We want fire." I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up to you. Everyone in the live chat right now went, "Yeah, that was nuts." That should tell you what type of crowd we had tonight. Bloodthirsty. I'm actually kind of scared to go to Boston now. What's with these people from Boston? They always looking to burn shit down. Goddamn. But they were hot, and they got a great show tonight. So, overall thoughts. Tonight was different. Different in a good way. Lots of non-AEW traditional stuff. Like, we kicked things off with a defeat by Hook. Yeah, Hook lost his first loss in AEW to this new Jungle Boy. Excuse me, new Jack Perry. Don't even know I can call him. I don't think we'll be calling him Jungle Boy from now on. We might be calling him, I don't know what, Hollywood Jack Perry or some shit. We'll figure it out. But whatever he's going to be called, yeah, he gave Hook his first defeat. Hook took a loss tonight. Wow. We're going to find out if that was necessary in the future, but for me, it was definitely necessary for Jungle Boy. Again, I got to stop calling him Jungle Boy. It's just Jack Perry now. And you know what? So far, outside of that initial promo where it felt forced, the heel turn has been handled pretty well. And this defeat is going to put a lot of heat on him. So now he took the FTW championship. What does that mean? What's he going to do with it? Is he going to change it? Is he going to mold it into his own? Is he going to destroy it? Give him more heat. But this is just the beginning of that feud. So I look forward to more. Then we had a dance-off. I'm not making this up. We had a dance-off between MJF, Adam Cole, Sammy Guevara, and Daniel Garcia. That might have been the most WWE sports entertainment-based match I've seen in AEW so far. And you know what's actually kind of fucked up? They do WWE better than WWE does. In terms of a sports entertainment WWE segment, segment / match, that was the best one all week so far. I'm not lying to you. Like, I haven't actually seen Raw, so I can't really speak on that, but I have a feeling that might have been the best WWE-like segment.
I can say it was a great match, but I can't be the only one that was getting irritated with the picture-in-picture ads in the match. Personally with me, I think I prefer Anarchy in the arena over this.
So, I'm happy you brought that up, because that was going to be one of my complaints for the match itself. And I get it. When it's on TV, you got to make your money. You got to make your money. You got to have your ads. When it comes to events like Blood and Guts and maybe an Iron Man or so, I think Tony Khan should exercise his right to do commercial free. This should have been a commercial free event. I don't think it was that big of a deal for FTR versus the Bullet Club Gold on Saturday, which by far might still be one of the best matches all year. Definitely the best tag match I've seen probably in a long ass time. It's gonna run away with tag team match. It's gonna run away with tag team match of the year for sure. The commercials didn't bother me on that. It kinda did here. It kinda did. And I don't really think it hurt the match so much so that I didn't get my usual dose of violence, because trust me, I got more than enough. No one fell off the cell this year. I felt the cell, the cage, no one fell off anything. Because usually someone either jumps off or falls off. It still felt violent. Maybe I'm just getting too old. I'm getting to the point where everything just feels violent because I'm not over-sensitized to it. When I was a kid, I got nothing but blood and gore in my face 24/7, so I was not bothered by it. Nowadays, it's one of those things where I kind of realized that I was in a very, not very good conducive environment when it comes to television, because the shit I was watching as a kid, Jason, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, Scream, even the Attitude Era stuff, but a lot of the things that would be considered rated R was probably PG-13 back then. A lot of violent things. So now that I'm not seeing that as much, when I see a bed of nails and I see Kenny Omega fly into it, I'm like, why? Broken glass gets me all kind of squeamish. Thumbtacks, tables, steel chairs. You had everything that you would expect in a Blood and Guts match. You had it. The only thing that I would have changed, quite frankly, the only thing I would have changed was those ads. I would have made it commercial free. Other than that, I got my healthy dose of violence. I appreciate that. Was it the most violent match? Was it the most violent match of the entire year? Nah, that's still Anarchy in the Arena. Anarchy in the Arena, and, well, honestly, Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley had a steel cage match not that long ago either, and that was even more violent. There was something more violent about that particular match than this one. Have there been more violent Blood and Guts matches? Absolutely. And that's because of the people that are in it. There are certain people that we had in the previous matches that were willing to do all that craziness. We had certain people in this match that weren't for that. It's all about who's in the match and who's willing to juice and do the crazy spots. You don't have a Sammy Guevara to jump off the cell. And while the Young Bucks have, they've had their share of bleeding and juicing, when you really think about it, they're not those guys, right? They're not the Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley, you don't even have to ask him to bleed. He'll do it because. Bryan Danielson, you don't have to ask him to bleed. He'll do it because. That's, I think, also something I miss here. Pac, and that's another one. when have I ever known Pac to juice? So, the certain elements in the match did take away from it in terms of the violence. But I don't give a shit what y'all say. Like, broken glass, thumbtacks, a bed of nails. I think I've gotten my healthy dose. Thank you. But what was easily the highlight of the night, and I gotta stress this because the show is called Blood and Guts, but what stole the show to me, and it's gonna steal the show for the time being until they end it, is this relationship, this odd couple relationship between Adam Cole, baby, and MJF. Everything they did with them, from the vignette where they were at a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, to the mashup of their theme songs, to MJF doing a suicide dive and getting one of the biggest pops, perhaps the biggest pop of the night, and then a double clothesline finish. Look. MJF and Adam Cole are teaching us one thing and one thing only. You can have some of the best wrestling matches in the world. You can do all the crazy spots. What people connect with, what people resonate with, is a legit, it's genuine, organic storytelling. The story, the relationship, the chemistry, everything about Adam Cole and MJF is so fucking amazing right now. It's one of those things that each and every single week it gets better and better and better and better. And you get sad when you realize, fuck, it's gonna end. They already teased the breakup. Right after the match when Adam Cole and MJF won the tournament, Adam Cole was holding the world title. MJF came, saw him holding the title, stripped it from him, and started pushing him. And I went, oh, it has to come to an end. That's sad. But All Out's coming up. All Out and All In, especially All In. Time's are ticking, y'all. We gotta get these cards set, so they're gonna have to break up. You know they're doing Adam Cole and MJF again. And that's sad. But man, there is a side of me that's just like can we push it back to full gear at least? Does it have to happen at All In? But if it's not happening at All In, then what are they gonna do? So, man, I don't know. It's I don't know. I have no idea what's getting ready to happen, but I do believe MJF and Adam Cole have the hottest act in AEW. And quite frankly, outside the bloodline, might be the hottest act in all of wrestling. It's that good. We'll talk about the entire show. We're going to go through it. Mostly, I'm going to run through a lot of Dynamite, spend most of the time talking about Adam Cole and MJF, and then get to that Blood and Guts match that you all want me to talk about. But thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate those who chose to make me their regular place, their regular station in terms of reviews for AEW. So I cannot wait to get to it. We have super chats waiting for me. We got close to 100 people here live. So let's go ahead and pay these bills, do the sponsorship, do the shout outs, and get right to the show. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. And give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and your super chats are officially on you. can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi and please get yourself a t-shirt today in Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. My America, the remix t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And today's sponsor is Audible. Get you a free Audible trial today using the promo code JustAlex. Get access to podcasts, audiobooks from wrestlers or non-wrestlers, and whatever you get during this month with this promo code is yours to keep. So let's get a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll get to some shout-outs. Today's video is sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks. They have over 180,000 audiobooks to choose from, including books written by wrestling legends like Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, Bryan Danielson, Drew McIntyre, and Jim Ross. Today, if you visit www.audibletrial.com, just Alex, you can get one free audiobook of your choosing. Audible is the best place for audiobooks, and I cannot recommend it enough. In my time, I've listened to Chris Jericho's The Best in the World and Bryan Danielson's Yes books, both narrated by them personally. And here's the best part. Even if your membership wears out or you just aren't satisfied with the product, you can cancel your free trial at any time, and your audiobooks are yours to keep. So again, go to audibletrial.com, just Alex, and begin your journey today. Thank you all so much for joining me. Let me go ahead and knock this out really quickly. Please show some love to the moderators. Ultra Shot 97, Firestar Heart, Elias, Ademi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Biggie GM, and Khalil does everything for help keeping this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. And it's also important that you guys like the video. The more you like the video, the more this will be boosted by the algorithm, and the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. Recommendation means more people in the live chat, more people to interact with. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. We got a round of super chats ready to go. Let's get to it.
NGL was not a fan of this Dynamite cold sweat smile.
Really? Was it because it was different? It was a different Dynamite. It wasn't your typical AEW heavy wrestling, high spot, crash course type of show. It felt different. In a good way, though.
Let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance. Let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground.
I'm watching Blood and Guts right now because I got in late tonight.
Man, you're gonna enjoy it. Y'all like that $10 super chat song, do y'all? Shake your body down to the ground. Hey, Jackson 5, man. Thank you, Higurashi, for that donation. We have, I think, one more waiting in the wings. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy the show, though. Don't worry about seeing it late, as long as you see it.
Bed of nails, forks, tacks, barbed wire, anyone?
Man, it was nuts. They went crazy with it, man. You went crazy with it. Someone just asked me how I feel about Dominic Mysterio winning the North American Championship. Almost said US belt. North American Championship on NXT. Believe it or not, and I don't mind talking about it here because I'm not going to talk about it anywhere else. If it comes up on SmackDown, I'll bring it up then, but I don't hate it. I mean, I like it more than them giving the NXT Championship to Dolph Ziggler for no damn reason. At least Dolph's involved in a story and a faction that gets a lot of TV time, and he's the hottest heel, one of the hottest heels in the entire company. So, right, that was a good decision. I didn't see the match. People were saying that he looked sloppy. Okay. It is what it is. I've seen Dom look worse, quite frankly. And then I've seen Dom look a lot better. But that was the right call. That championship will be elevated on Dom. It will elevate Judgment Day because everybody has championships, or everybody should be getting championships. With Damian Priest holding the briefcase, Rhea holding the women's title, and I'm expecting Finn to get the world title. We'll talk about that in my predictions later. But for the most part, man, yeah, I'm not against it. I know some of you would think I would be, but I'm not. We'll see how I feel later on. Alright, let's knock out these shoutouts. Thank you to the following people. I see a lot of green. That means YouTube members. Project Santi, a YouTube member, as in his house. Dylan Danger. We also got your Super Chat champ, who will be defending his belt at All In. Nickname Mai, who says, match of the year was Better Than You, baby, versus Sammy and Garcia. Match of the night, not match of the year. My bad, match of the night. Yeah, they stole the show. Blood and Guts was violent. Let me just say this, and I think Nickname Maya would agree with me. We're not taking away from Blood and Guts. That was still exactly what it was. It's just MJF and Adam Cole are so good. They're so good, y'all. I cannot imagine anything else topping that. So, yeah, that was easily the highlight of the night for me. I agree. Cardboard HD, Marcus E, MJB, the Black Nostalgia Nerd, Nintendo Porn Company Conspiracy. Good to have you here, sir. Mr. Anthony White, King of Heckle Mundo. I think I also see Rach Kappa, Joseph Winters, Wrestle Spider in the house, AJ Hammond, Marcus Live, Mojo Jojo, Dylan Danger. Mr. Dylan Danger has been crossing worlds from A&B Convos Wrestling Edition and also being a part of Alex's World. Mr. World Travel over here. Miss Lauren Biggs is in his house. Manny, who is this? Manny Pokey Manny? Manny Pokey Manny. Oh, excuse me. Manny Pokey Manny 809. That's a new one. Mr. J Jenkins. Let's do about three more. Monaco 42. Jackson Lane 02. And last but not least, let's give it to Paid Enthusiast. Thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. You guys are awesome. 98% of the time. That's the name of one of the people in the live chat. You're actually awesome 110% of the time. Your existence is awesome, and I appreciate that. So once again, hit that like button if you haven't already. Man, let's go ahead and knock things out. We're gonna start things out with some wrestling news. I'm gonna give you an update on Bryan Danielson, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to Dynamite. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get to that right now. Bryan Danielson, as you guys know, suffered an injury, a broken arm, during his match at Forbidden Door against Kazuchika Okada. And despite getting that broken arm, he managed, believe it or not, to still make Okada tap out. Incredible. But unfortunately, he suffered a broken arm as a result. So, we have an update. An update on his injury. If you'll come with me to my Facebook page. This is Bryan Danielson's surgery, x-ray. And the one on the left was previous. That is a straight separation. That is a straight broken arm. And the one on the right is essentially 9 screws. And what is that? What did he exactly call it exactly? I think it was just, hold on one second. I got surgery on my arm about 2 weeks ago where they put a steel rod and 9 screws. I say it right. 9 screws into his arm. He's currently on the road to recovery. He's expected to be, well, his arm is expected to take 12 weeks to heal, but he's expected to be out maybe even a little bit longer than that because it takes a lot longer for the strength to return in his arm. But since it's a steel rod, that might speed up the process. Because I did look it up and see that when you get that type of surgery, it takes maybe 6 to 8 weeks. But still, like, Bryan If he does come back, he's going to be wrestling in a sling. Well, maybe not even a sling, maybe an arm brace. His first few matches, but man, look, I'm gonna just say it like this: he's a badass, easily one of the best of all time. But Bryan's getting up there, man. And when I say getting up there, I'm not saying he's old and he's not able to do it anymore. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is your body starts to break down at a certain age. Because that's just naturally what it's meant to do. Even when you work out, even when you eat right, even when you're doing all the necessary stuff for you to live forever and ever, your body still breaks down. Because it's your body. So, yeah, like the fact that he's even able to operate the way he does is a miracle. So, yeah, he's been gone for 2 weeks. Apparently, he should be at least be able to work backstage in a creative role. I still think he has a great influence on the roster, even in that position. Although I would love him on screen, he's excellent behind scenes too. So, hey, speedy recovery for Bryan Danielson. Hope he heals up. And you know what, man? On the off chance that he just decides that's it, he had a good run. I don't think he's retiring. I don't want him to retire. I just feel like he's done enough to where if he decides he wants to call it a day and not do it anymore, I will 1000% support it. How about that? Fair enough? But yeah, that's my thoughts on Bryan Danielson. Give me your thoughts. How y'all feel? Where's your head at when it comes to Bryan Danielson? AEW Dynamite. Crowd was hot. The TD Garden sold out. I did look it up. Sold out. Boston, Massachusetts. Awesome. Awesome crowd. A bit crazy, a bit violent. I mean, they were chanting, "We want fire." So that should tell you what type of crowd this was. Regardless, it was most definitely a hot crowd. A great environment for any type of wrestling show, especially AEW. Boston is easily one of the best wrestling markets we have going today. And it was no surprise that they were hot for a show like this with 2 rings. Love the setup. I love the 2-ring. I just love that 2-ring setup. There's something special about it. It makes everything feel big time. I'm upset that WWE might be doing away with it when it comes to Survivor Series. I really loved the War Games concept, but Vince is back, so I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to do it anymore. Because it didn't come from him. So if it didn't come from him, he ain't going to do it no more. First match. Jack Perry. I got to stop calling him Jungle Boy. And the reason why I even say that is because when he tried to come out to that Tarzan jungle-like music that comes from some type of crazy movie. I don't even remember the name of it, but that whole jungle theme, he cut it off halfway to get some heat, and then we see a vignette of him standing in the desert. And it looks like he's burying someone, himself, burying the old Jack Perry. And now stands a new one. We see a limousine driving. He puts his glasses on, and he's off. And then we see him show up with Beethoven number 5. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. That's his theme song. Beethoven Symphony number 5. Okay? Clearly, they're still working on a new theme for him. Well, to be fair, we don't really know what his character is yet, so let's wait. I'm cool with this. Hook comes out, and they start fighting, and it's a fight. Jungle Boy is selling his... Again, it's not Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. Jack Perry is selling his ass off for Hook. Hook is dominating him, as you would expect, because it's Hook. And it goes to a commercial break. It comes back. Still a lot of selling from Jack Perry, who, by the way, he doesn't get enough credit for his selling. Like, he is one of the best workers in terms of knowing how to take a beating. He makes everybody look good. So Hook was looking like a monster throughout the entire match until Jungle Boy gets a hold of that FTW title. And what he couldn't do at Double or Nothing, he pulled the trigger here, and he ended Hook's undefeated streak. Damn. He did it. He did what he couldn't do at Double or Nothing, and he ended a streak that a lot of people could not do. So, now that he's FTW champ, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like this, we will see in the long run if this was the right move to make. For me, this was more of a necessary move for Jack Perry than it was for Hook. I don't know how it's going to make Hook look. Maybe they'll repackage him. They're clearly getting ready to do something with him and Taz, which I can't wait for. But I don't know if that was the right move for Hook. But it was exactly what Jungle Boy... God damn it! Jack Perry needed. He needed a win like that. Definitely. I just feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, Hook is someone that AEW should really consider investing in. And I mean that. Like, I get that he's not the ideal performer that Tony Khan had in mind. He's not a pillar, right? He's not the MJF, the Sammy Guevara, the Darby Allin, the Jack Perrys of the company. He's not the Britt Bakers of the company. He's not the Ricky Starks of the company. He's not the young blood that they're looking for. But Hook, there's something about him that's just different. And I think they would be wise to not neglect that. Because it would really suck if WWE got a hold of Hook. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man. Hook couldn't stay undefeated forever. But, I'm very curious to see where this goes. There's more to the story. They're going to continue the feud. They might continue it all the way into All In or All Out. I'm with it. I'm with it, man. We have actual feuds and storytelling to look forward to. Can't wait for it. Britt Baker fought a jobber and won. Basically. What was her name? Kayla Sparks? Yeah, not quite sure what that was supposed to do. I guess since Britt was losing so much, they had to give her something, but it was like, all right. Speaking of Britt, people are telling me that she did something on Twitter. Well, let me look at Twitter real quick. They're telling me to go to her Twitter page because she teased a little something. Little something? What Britt Baker teased? What Miss Britt Baker teased? But yeah, she had a random match against Miss Kayla Sparks. Very curious to know what she'd be doing. Oh, okay. This is what people are talking about. So, Britt tweeted this. Just wait till I win a Blood and Guts match someday. Save this tweet. I mean, why not? I mean, they currently, this is just my opinion, they currently have, in my opinion, easily have a ripe storyline, Outcast versus the women. They have the right type of people to make it happen. The question is, where do you do it, though? I don't mind them doing Blood and Guts for the women, but where do you do it? What's a good event to do that in? Maybe do it in this. Maybe you do it in December. Like December. What is that? Winter is coming. Ain't much happening with that one. And I don't think I've ever seen them do 2 Blood and Guts matches in 1 year. This might be the year where it's justified. I'm cool with it. The Outcast versus the Originals, which, you know what? They've been kind of teasing something with that for a while. It could use a Blood and Guts. Would y'all be cool with it? Now let me know. They've been doing some vignettes with Chris Jericho and Don Callis, so they're getting ready to do something with those two. They're about to form a partnership, even teasing the Jericho Appreciation Society splitting up from Jericho, which needs to happen, by the way. We'd love to see that. Daniel Garcia needs to go be a wrestler. Sammy needs to be a babyface on his own. But we'll see where that goes. They're just teasing it. Let's talk about Better Than You, baby! So, Chinese restaurant vignette. Oh, man, this is so good! Cole wants Max to face his fears, including eating really spicy food and poor people. Because MJF is rich and he hates poor people. So he chose to eat spicy Chinese food at a Chinese restaurant. MJF is upset about going to the Chinese restaurant in Boston, but he goes along with it. Friedman does a Hogan-esque retelling of slamming Big Bill. Brother. I picked him up with my 24-inch pythons. Brother. They dig in. The food is very spicy, apparently. And then when they ask for water, they get 100% alcohol. And the evening devolves from there. They drunkenly talk about the waiter being a dead ringer for Sammy and Daniel. And then they hit the poor guy with a double clothesline. Double clothesline. A double fucking clothesline. So good. It's so good. Then we get to the match between Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, and Better Than You. The finals of the Blind Tag Team Tournament. Look, I know that a lot of people did not like the presentation of what happened here. This felt very much like a WWE type of match, WWE type of segment, but done in the right goddamn way. Very sports entertainment-like. Because during the entrances, you had MJF come out. Actually, you had Chris Jericho come out to support Daniel and Sammy. That plays into something later. Then MJF comes out, big pop from the crowd, tells him to cut his music, and then they play his music again, and then he's talking into the camera like, yo, no. What's going on, Tony? You're playing my music again. Why? And then next you know, you hear, yo, it's all about that. Boom, boom, boom. You know it's bum, 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 bum. You know it's all about that. Boom. A freaking remix. An actual mashup remix of their themes, and it's fire. Holy shit. They come out with matching jackets, they come out with matching gear, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, this is hot. The crowd blew the roof off for it. They came strutting down to the ring. You did the whole boom, Adam Cole, baby. And I was like, oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. Holy shit, this is good. I don't want it to end. You know, it's like, I don't want it to end. I know it's gonna end. And I know it has to end. But damn it, it's still good. It's so good. Ah. And then they did a dance off. MJF starts doing the whole. Him and Daniel Garcia started doing pelvic thrusts and shit. And then he goes outside, turns on some music, and I'm like, oh my God, what are we watching? And they start dancing. They actually start sports entertaining us, and I'm just like, what is happening? Did I accidentally turn on the USA Network and turned on Raw? What? And they start doing some white boy stuff, and then Adam Cole got in there and started doing all kinds of janky things. And then the music stopped, and then they started fighting. And then the match was awesome. And the best parts of the match, believe it or not, weren't the 60s, the 360s. It wasn't the 450. It wasn't the super kicks. It was MJF doing a suicide dive. MJF did a suicide dive to the outside, and the crowd erupted. He did a dive, and the crowd erupted. Holy shit. And you know what they did next? You know how you got them to come out of their pants? Pause. They came out of their pants by a double clothesline. That's right. The men ripped off their pants, the women stripped off their bras. It was pandemonium. Pandemonium in that building when they hit that double clothesline. And MJF and Adam Cole won the blind tag team tournament. Holy shit. Holy crap. This was amazing. Easily the best part of the show on a show called Blood and Guts. This stole the show. How the hell did this? How do you steal the show on a show called Blood and Guts? How? Tell me how. Man, this was so good. FTR come out afterwards. Let us know that it's going to be MJF and Adam Cole versus FTR, July 29th, 2 weeks from this Saturday. Well, actually, 1 week from this Saturday. I might have to stay home and watch that one. Again, Saturdays is my me day. That might be... See, God, Collision. Y'all, Collision. They make Collision must see, bro. Collision's up there, I'm telling you. Damn. That was such an amazing segment, match, whatever you want to call it. I loved every single ounce of it. I just did. Y'all might not like it for good reason, and I'm not going to tell you not to like it or to like it. But, man, so good. All right, they announced that we're going to be doing some stuff on Rampage. Not going to be watching, so who cares? I guess the last thing to talk about, and the only thing left to talk about, is Blood and Guts. The Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli, Jon Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta with Konosuke Takeshita, and Pac, the Bastard Pac, taking on the Golden Elite. Hangman, Adam Page, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. The cage comes down. Big spectacle. Crowd loves it. First person we see come out is Claudio Castagnoli. And the next person to come out is Kenny Omega. They get in there. They start doing some crazy stuff. They start brawling. And the crowd is chanting, use this ring. And they go to that ring. And it's really, really cool. And the timer starts. Then out runs Pac. And an interesting thing happens here. Pac is inside the ring and they start having some issues. By issues, I mean Pac and Claudio start having some issues throughout the match. They don't click as well, which I love. I love that not all heels get along. I think that's awesome. I fucking love that, quite frankly. I think that's great. Not all heels get along. I really do mean that. I think that's great. So, the match continues to go on. Commercial break, we come back. Hangman Adam Page is inside the ring. Page lighting Pac and Claudio Castagnoli up with punches. Clothesline puts Claudio in no man's land. And then Hangman hits a moonsault off the ropes. Looks sweet. Until Jon Moxley comes out. Okay. So Jon Moxley comes out. You already knew some shit was going to go down, right? Oh, indubitably. He gets in the ring, and the first thing he does is use a screwdriver on the head of Omega, and then gives Claudio a fork. And you go, yep, here we go. Here comes the violence. He starts forking them. Just straight forking them. Shut up. Pause. Forking them. And then gets a bag and puts out some broken glass. And I go, God, here. Okay. Yep, here we go. Somebody's for getting permission for... You know what I mean? Like, we just saw all this craziness about AEW banning some moves. I'm just like, this doesn't seem like much was banded at all. Yeah, I got some glass on the floor. We start having people falling in broken glass. God damn it. Nick Jackson comes out. He starts getting his ass kicked, falling in broken glass and shit. And then now we start seeing blood. We're seeing people get glass on their chest, and then, oh God, Wheeler Yuta comes out. There's something about when Wheeler Yuta enters the ring, it just gets even more violent, because we didn't see Jon Moxley go to the outside, go underneath the ring, and I shit you not, I don't make this up. He pulls out a bed of nails, Mortal Kombat style. Can I find it for you? Let me find it for you. Matter of fact, where's Denise Salcedo at? Denise Salcedo. There we go. Did you get a picture of it? Yes. Oh my God, that is such an amazing picture. All right, y'all, come with me to Twitter real quick. You need to see this, cause y'all think I'm playing. What is that? That's a legit bed of nails. Jon Moxley's just like, oh, it's just a normal day at work. And then they used it. Kenny Omega ate that shit like it was nothing. He got drop kicked into it, and then Jon Moxley got slammed on top of it. Ah! Konosuke Takeshita comes out with a steel chair and starts wrecking shit. But it wasn't until Kota Ibushi makes his debut, finally in AEW, and all hell just breaks loose. He gets in there, he gets his punches in, knocks bitches out. Didn't go killer mode this time around, but got in there, hit a moonsault on top of Jon Moxley as he was laying on the bed of nails. Was getting his ass kicked. Everyone was starting to, then it just started to bleed. I'm not gonna lie. At that point in time, everything just started to blend. It's just over sensory of violence. You saw Nick Jackson go to the top of the cell with Wheeler Yuta. They're starting to brawl. You're thinking, okay, he's gonna toss him off the cell. It'd be nice. It didn't happen this year. But instead, Matt Jackson gets a bag of thumbtacks and pours it down from on top of the cell as it rains down on people. And then Pac and Claudio get slammed on the thumbtacks. And you know what's actually crazy? When it happened, I had no reaction to it because I was done, y'all. When Kenny Omega hit the bed of nails, that was it for me. I was just like, man, this is violent as fuck. When you're pushed to this limit of violence, thumbtacks ain't shit at that point. It was brutal. Brutality, sensory overload. And I loved it. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. I personally loved it. It was so good. The match ends when Pac and Claudio, which was the story throughout the night, they weren't getting along. They blew up in each other's faces. Pac was like, okay, I'm sick of your shit. You're getting in my way. And then you see the guy starting to break them up. And then Pac said, fuck you. Gets a bolt cutter, cuts the chains off the front of the cells, and then walks off. He leaves the match, leaving it 4-5. And then once they started getting obliterated, Don Callis gets up, comes out and says, okay, Konosuke, let's go. So Konosuke Takeshita leaves, leaving the BCC 3-5. And it was just a massacre after that. And then everyone starts getting their asses kicked. Wheeler Yuta, poor Wheeler Yuta, just got bombarded with super kicks and running knees and Bumayes. Not really. That's Nakamura's finisher. BTE triggers and oh god. And then buckshot lariats. And then next thing you know, they get a fucking chain out. Actually, they had a shoe with nails. Yeah, a shoe with nails on it. And then they had some chain. And they started choking Wheeler Yuta with it. And then he passed out, and that was it. I was like, God damn. By the time it was over with, I was just like... And y'all were worried that AEW was going to be PG? Y'all were saying all week, yeah, they're going to make this lame now. They're going to make this lame. Because they're going to ban all the moves. I'm like, that doesn't look like much was banned, bitch. Everything feels the same. Still super violent. You get in there and tell me that it's lame now. The fuck? God, this was violent. But that's it. That's a wrap for the BCC versus Elite feud. They wrapped it up tonight. And you know what? It's crazy when you really think about it. It's crazy how this feud started over Hangman Page getting a concussion. Freak accident. And then that led to a series of matches with Jon Moxley, including that classic hardcore match at Revolution. And then that led to the BCC attacking Hangman, which led to the reunion of the Elite, which led to some crazy heel turns by Don Callis and Konosuke Takeshita. The debut of Kota Ibushi. Bryan Danielson couldn't be involved, although he should have been, because, that's what he said, he broke his fucking arm. But Pac being in there was cool. And the fact that they didn't get along actually helped. Yeah, man, 2 thumbs up. Overall, again, it was a different kind of Dynamite. It wasn't your typical, usual spot festy, balls to the wall, fast-paced action, and 2 hours type of Dynamite. It was lots of sports entertainment, lots of crazy calls. Hook lost. Usually Hook gets in there and dominates. No, he lost tonight. And an over-sensory of violence. So, y'all tell me, did y'all like it? Give me your thoughts down below. I enjoyed it, that's for sure. But that's my review. I'm very curious to know what your review of the show is. Because you guys have the floor now. You now have the floor. Speak to me. Tell me what's on your mind. So, I'm seeing right now, and I'm not making this up, I'm seeing Hollywood Jack Perry trending. Hollywood Jack Perry. We've had Hollywood Hogan. Hollywood Perry. Nice ring to it, but can we do something different? I don't know if I'm feeling Hollywood Jack Perry. We'll have to look at something, see what we can do. Khalil does everything. Says, you know damn well the E-Shields and Jim Cornette are gonna go mad crazy for the dance off and some of the moments of the Blood and Guts match. I'm not gonna be surprised, but yeah, I'm expecting it. I'll be shocked if he actually liked anything on this show. Lauren Biggs says she enjoys AEW violence. Are you saying you want fire, Lauren? You can't have it. Just joking. MJB says Kota was really disappointing. Really? What's disappointing about Kota? I thought he was great. RSTV says Blood and Guts was his match of the year. Was a match of the year contender. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great match. I didn't think it was match of the year crazy. It's still violent as hell though. I'm not gonna take that away. I've just seen more violent matches, especially Jon Moxley and Hangman Page. My goodness. At Revolution? Are you kidding me? They think they can. I think for the next deal with Warner Bros. Discovery decide to have a monthly pay-per-views for them. Only thing is, it has to be on HBO Max instead of paying $50 every month. Yeah, so that's gonna be tricky. I don't think Warner Bros. Discovery can do live streaming right now. They haven't built that into their streaming system quite yet. So we don't know how we're gonna make this happen. Fab76 says, I love this channel, and it loves you too. Mr. Random, Better Than You, baby, is really growing on me. Even though it won't last long, I'm digging Cole and Max as a team. Man, I've fallen in love with it. I don't want them to break up. It's so good! Godarm. I think people would hate the Blood and Guts match. I fucking love it. So that's what matters. Me loving it. Yep, that's what matters. And since I love it, that means it's amazing. Keep it going. Mr. J. Jenkins. In his house. Good to have you here, sir. Let me see here. Bryan Danielson will not retire because he's still on top. He's still the best. Man, look, I will always watch Bryan no matter what, but he just needs to, keep an eye out for his health. And then whatever he decides to do, I will support it. Stephen Brown says he doesn't like Beethoven number 5 as the theme song for Jungle Boy Jack. God damn it. Hollywood Jack Perry. I might as well just call him back right now. It helps. Hollywood Jack Perry. Fab76, change him back quick. At least Jungle Boy had a gimmick. Now he's a Christian Cage ripoff. Which I think is the point. I think they're doing that on purpose. Fightful Select said there were rumors that Mercedes Moné was showing up tonight, but she didn't. That's weird. Rumors that she was showing up, but she didn't. That's interesting. She was at Impact. Maybe Taya will finally join the Outcast and they'll make Mercedes Moné a co-leader. I think the idea is to do Ruby Soho, Saraya, Toni Storm, freaking Taya Valkyrie, and then Athena. And those 5 will take on Sky Blue, Willow, Britt. I'm assuming a returning Jamie Hayter, and then insert Hikaru Shida. I don't know. Mercedes. I don't fucking know. We'll have to see when they do it. I have a feeling that if they do another Blood and Guts match, it will probably be in December, which is where it should be, because nothing's happening during that time. Alyx made the mashup, guys. Of course I did. Don't tell them, though. Keep it a secret. Oh, the dancing was hilarious. Cole was out there doing the time warp. That boy said the time warp. Double clothesline. Oh, the double. How did they get the double clothesline over? That shit is amazing. And then fucking Daniel sold it like a goddamn champ. So good. Apparently AEW Music just posted the MJF and Adam Cole theme song mashup. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's so awesome, man. I love it. I love it. Let me see here. Not a lot of thoughts on the Blood and Guts match, which actually surprised me. The thumb tucks from the top of the cage was fire. This reminded me of an episode of Martin when he laid on a bed of nails. Laura, you watched Martin? Oh, we friends. Yeah, y'all thought AEW was going PG. Eric Bischoff ain't got shit to say now. Someone said that Jungle Boy needs some rock music. Okay. Nah, I'm not against that. Someone said that the final person should be Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa? I don't know about that. Although it would be fitting. It'd be nice. I don't know about that, though. Man, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all so much for joining me for my Blood and Guts review. Thank you for the donations. I appreciate you during this birthday week of mine. I'll be celebrating it all week, and it will continue throughout the weekend. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me, y'all. Catch you in my next video. As you follow out to all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that button to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Cameo, TikTok for I'm the Tickest of the Talkist, and whatever else is down there. And donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. So, let me see what's coming this week. Friday Night SmackDown is going to be on FS1, so that's going to be interesting. I might need to go ahead and find that on my DVR and record it. But I'll be here to watch that live and then review it afterwards. I'm very curious to see what ratings they'll do on FS1. Just curious. Then Sunday I'll be here to review AEW Collision. But other than that, you guys, love you all. So happy that you chose to make me a part of your day. And as always, just know that you are welcomed right here in Alex's World. A place that is, was, ever will be, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. This is Alex, just Alex, signing out. Please take care of yourselves and be kind to one another. See you next time. Peace. No, wait a minute. We thought we was gone.
Body down to the ground, let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground.
I still love Flood and Guts match, don't get me wrong, but I still wish they let them fight in the crowd.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen because that's when they have blood. They say stay away from the crowds. I love it when this happens. Whenever I'm trying to leave, people usually just ends up donating to keep me here. So I've tried this game before a lot of times, and usually when I'm about to go, someone always hits me with a big donation, and I have to come back. Well, you guys are not gonna play that game with me this time. I'm gonna actually go, and then y'all can save your money for the next one. So really this time, thank you for watching me. Please take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.